Hey everyone, so this is my July favourites and regrets video. It is a bit late, but I've been so busy lately I haven't been able to film. But anyway, I'm going to get right into it. So firstly, I would like to talk about my two favourite foundations that I've been liking in July. I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my previous videos, but if I have, then I guess it shows I really like them. It's the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus liquid foundation, and this one, I've got this in oh, it doesn't say. Oh, well, that doesn't help for when I actually need to buy a new one. But I think it might be number 40. I don't think they've got names to these, I could be wrong, but I think my shade is number 40. But I really like this. We've actually been having good weather here in the UK, and when it's hot my skin leans slightly more to the oilier side, and this is just great for someone with oily combination to oily skin. Stays put all day. I do get a bit of shine, as you can see, because I've been using this foundation today, nearer to the end of the day, but otherwise it's not too bad. So really love this. This gives a good light to medium coverage, so buildable to medium coverage, so that's great. Another foundation that I've been loving again is the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Even Finish foundation, and I know I've definitely mentioned this so many times. I had actually stopped using it for a while because I've been trying out different foundations, but my skin had been breaking out, as I've been saying in the last few videos, and I just needed something with more fuller coverage. And yeah, this is sheer to medium coverage depending on how much you apply or how little you apply, but this I find gives slightly more coverage than the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus one. So when I've needed that little bit more coverage, I've been using this one, and this one lasts throughout the whole day, no problems about it. So I have been using these two. I've been switching from these two foundations constantly for the last month or 2 months, etc. So yeah. So other things, makeup. I'll stick to the makeup first. I have been loving this Giorgio Armani. It's the Master Corrector in Apricot. It's the second one, I think, because I've got a more pink one. This is a more beigey one. I've just read such good reviews about these correctors, the Giorgio Armani Master Corrector, and I have finished my Bobbi Brown corrector, so I thought I'd give this one a try. I think it's £25, and I absolutely love this over the Bobbi Brown one. The Bobbi Brown one is great. It's quite creamy, so I found at the beginning when I first bought it and first started to use it, I had to work with it a bit, find out how to use it so that it suited my needs. Whereas this one, it's less creamy. It feels really light, and I assume that it's going to be quite a light coverage, quite sheer coverage, so I was a bit worried about that when I first used it. But considering how light it feels and how liquid it is, it actually gives, I think it gives a better coverage than the Bobbi Brown corrector. With a Bobbi Brown corrector, you can build to quite a full coverage, but it means you've got quite a lot of products under your eyes. Whereas this one, you need such a tiny amount, it's unbelievable. I remember when I first applied it, I always applied way too much, and I only put a small line here and here, and even then that was way too much. So I end up just dotting like maybe 1 or 2 dots in this corner, and it gets my whole eye area. So I absolutely love this one. And the next few items I've been loving is my skincare to try and get my skin back in order. The first thing, I've mentioned this in a haul video, is the Dr. Organics Bioactive Skincare, and it's the Organic Dead Sea Mineral Bio Plasma Mud Mask. It's a detoxifying mud mask, and this is absolutely wonderful. It gets rid of all my blackheads on my nose area, and it makes my skin look so clear and clean afterwards. It doesn't leave my skin dry or anything like that, which a lot of clay masks can do. And yeah, I've been using this twice a week. I think it's recommended you don't apply more than twice a week. Yeah, so use up to twice a week, and it's just been slowly helping me clear my skin up. And yeah, I actually think this has made such a difference to my skin. I mean, I've used other mud masks, don't get me wrong, because when I start to break out, then obviously I want to draw out all the impurities. But I find this one works best for me, just because it feels non-drying, and I actually feel it working, and the end result just looks amazing. So yeah. It's not a miracle mud mask, obviously. I'm still using it, still clearing, but it's one of the few things that I found hasn't irritated my skin during this long period of time that my skin's been, well, my skin has just been crazy. Another thing that I'm surprised that I do love is the number 7, is it a facial cleansing brush? I haven't used a Clarisonic before anyone's asked, so I can't compare, but this was on offer at half price and I had a further voucher, so I only got this for £10, so I thought, why not? When I first used it, I didn't think much of it. I really did think, you know, it's not doing anything for my skin, but you know what, I'm not going to return it because it was only £10, so I'll just carry on using it. Then I went away for a few days, and I didn't bring this with me because there's no cap for the brush. I just didn't want to stuff it in my bag and make it dirty. So I didn't use this for a few days. And when I came home and I used it again, I saw such a difference to my skin. It just looked a lot clearer. It just felt really, really clean. So yeah, maybe I didn't realize before, just because I don't know, but I think when you start using something, you stop using it and reuse it, that's where you see a difference that it has made. And yeah, so I'd rather not go without this anymore. However, there's 2 speed settings, but there's only one type of brush head. It is quite harsh. Anyone with dry skin, I wouldn't recommend. Anyone with sensitive skin, I wouldn't recommend either. I barely touch this on my skin, and sometimes you can feel the bristles scratching away. It doesn't damage your skin or anything like that, I've never noticed, but it can feel quite harsh. So definitely wouldn't recommend this one for anyone with sensitive skin. But yeah, personally I like it. And finally, I only got this a few days ago, so still trying it, but initial reaction is I really, really love this. It's the Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Moisturizer. It's got a gel-like formula. It's really, really light. I think it's oil-free, and it just helps really moisturize your skin without making it feel oily. I use this as my day cream. I finished my Estee Lauder one, and I think it's the Day Wear. Can't remember. It's the one in the green tub. And although I liked that, I loved how light it felt, how refreshing it felt on my skin in the morning. I just didn't feel like it did anything other than making my skin feel very fresh in the morning. So I thought I'd give something else a try. This is new from Origins. I had a sample sachet which I used when I was away and fell in love with it straight away. So I came back and I had to buy a tub. I think this is, I don't know, I can't remember how much it is, but it's Origins, so I would say between £18 and £25. I really don't want to go to £35. I have a feeling it's 25 or around that area, but yeah. This, I have seen a difference in my skin. My skin just feels a lot brighter, just looks a lot brighter. It feels moisturized without feeling too oily. So yeah, I have been loving this for the last few days that I've been using it. And finally, my one regret for July, definitely July, because well, it's the Embryolisse moisturizing cream with the with orange in. It's this one here, moisturizing cream with orange, yeah. And I bought this during my trip to IMATS, and I think I did say on my IMATS haul, saying that I was told this was for people with oily skin, but it's actually for someone with dehydrated skin, which I don't have. And even though it feels really light, it feels really cooling, it feels gel-like on the skin, and I thought that it wouldn't be too heavy. It was to me. I could feel it feeling really heavy on my skin. It was just, oh, my skin was just feeling more oilier. So it's definitely a regret, that in the sense that I wish I hadn't brought it at this time. It's something that I definitely probably would use in the winter. I would need the extra moisturization in the winter, and it'll be great for then. But it's definitely that if I had read the box, I probably wouldn't have brought then and there. So this is definitely my one regret. And I had given it a good go before I relegated it to my drawer and maybe to the winter time. Yeah, but it just made my skin too oily, which I don't need in the summer. So yeah. So that is my favourites and regrets video. Sorry it's late, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to review anything I've mentioned in further details, then just let me know in the message boxes below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!